Hello everyone, welcome to a new video of NIOS Senior Secondary Course English. In this video, we will be discussing the lesson 8, a case of suspicion, section 4, passage with its in-text questions. So before reading the passage, I have sorted out some words from the passage which will have its meaning and sentence explained here. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel to get notifications on time for NIOS content and other English grammar as well. NIOS subject computer science, maths and English are available here for senior secondary course. And if already you are a subscriber, I would like you to give it a like if you like the content, and let's begin. So the first word is justify. The meaning of justify is to show or prove to be right or reasonable. Its sentence is, she tried to justify her decision to move into a new city by highlighting the job opportunities available there. So that is justify. Next word is stare. It is to look at something with wide open eyes for a long time, often in surprise or disbelief. So that is what stare is. Its meaning is, he couldn't help but stare at the stunning artwork displayed at the gallery. Next word is strangely. It means in a way that is unusual or surprising, in a manner that is different from what is being expected. A sentence would be, she felt strangely calm despite the chaos happening around her. Next phrase is smile wide. So it is to smile broadly, often indicating happiness and excitement. The sentence would be, the child's face lit up as she smiled wide at the surprise birthday party. Next is inscription. So it is a written message or word engraved on a surface, such as a monument or a book. So sentence would be like, the old book had an inscription on the inside cover dated from the year it was published. So that is the word inscription. And by this the passage vocabulary is done. Now let's read the passage and find out the in-text question answers. So this is the passage. Fourth section we are going to see here, 8.4. Was the doctor right in turning Evans out in the cold? Do you think he will ever know whether he was right or wrong? Was the case of suspicion justified? So these are the questions asked to the reader. After reading this passage, you will come to know the answers of all these questions. First one is, a fellow I picked up in my car on my way up here tonight tried to rob me. He said to Oat, that is the person to whose house he went for delivery, and he's talking to the husband, feeling a little proud. So these are the statements said by Dr. Benson to the person, Mr. Sorley. He took my watch, but when I pushed my pistol onto his side, describing his pistol here, he decided to give it back. So this is the whole story he is narrating to the person. Oat smiled wide at such an exciting story coming from young Dr. Benson. Well, I am glad he gave it back to you, Oat said, because if he hadn't, we wouldn't have any idea what time the child was born. What time would you say it happened, Doc? So, Mr. Sorley is saying he is glad that the watch is given back to him. Using that, he can find out the time when the baby is born, and what is the time he's asking to Mr. Benson or Dr. Benson. So Dr. Benson took the watch from his pocket and he says, the baby was delivered about 30 minutes ago and right now it's, and he's telling the time. So he walked over to the lamp on the table. He went near to the lamp. He stared strangely. Both the words we have seen, meaning of both the words, at his watch in his hand. So he just stares at his watch in a different way. and the crystal was cracked. The top was broken. He turned the watch over and held it closer to the lamp. He studied the bone inscription there. So he learns that the crystal or the watch covering is broken, and he just tries to find out what happened to this watch. What happened to this watch, and what he does is he just sees an inscription on the watch. Something is there on the watch. So it is written that to Private T. Evans, ambulance section, whose personal bravery preserved our lives the night of November 3, 1943, near the Italian front, nurses Nesbit, Jones, and Wingate. So Dr. Benson identifies that the watch has an inscription written to the person Ivan, who is from ambulance section, and he's shown some bravery. And what is the matter that has happened on November 3, 1943, near this place? Nurse Nesbit, Jones, and Wingate has gifted this to this person for that. So this is what the doctor finds out. So section 4 is done with this information. Now let's go to the in-text questions. So in-text question 8.4. First one is refer to the words in the passage that shows Dr. Benson felt he was justified in turning Evans out. So doctor felt that Ivan has stolen his watch, and he just threatens him and pushes him out of his car. So what words in the passage shows that he thinks that he is justified in doing this act? So the way he speaks and the tone and comments, and particularly how he recounts the robbery incident, which makes him a little proud, and how he narrates it to Mr. Sorley, that shows that what he has done is correct or right in his own way, and he was protecting him from a danger. Why was Mr. Sorley happy that Dr. Benson got back his watch? Mr. Sorley was happy because he can tell what time the baby is born, and they can record the time of the baby birth. How did the doctor realize that he was not looking at his own watch? When he looked at the inscription on the watch and where Ivan's name was written, Dr. Benson came to know that it is not his watch. What information did the inscription give about Evans? The information that included about Ivan on the watch was that he was an ambulance driver, and he has done some kind of bravery to save somebody's life on the date November 3, 1943. So that information is recorded on the watch. So hope you understood this section 4 from the lesson A Case of Suspicion. If you have got doubts, please do comment in the comment section. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a like and share this video with your friends. See you in the next video. Thank you for watching.